San Jose is towing the RV Armageddon. We'll talk about that as well as 48% of the population of America wants to move. That's good news for us. What does that really mean? We'll go in depth into that and mortgage rates and what you get for $2 million and what you get for $1 million in Santa Clara County and the 12 Bay Area inventory report. Let's get moving here. San Jose. This has been a pain. This street you're watching is Chinawith. If you want to know where that is, it's in South San Jose. If you have driven down this road, there is a long line of RVs and housing units. I think that's Matt. He's talking about how they're going to step up efforts and put them in different places and offer housing short term. They're going to be clearing this out. I think it's 12 different areas. They say it's close to 2,000 vehicles just in San Jose. It's not just San Jose, it's Santa Clara County, San Francisco, Oakland, LA, which is horrible right now. They're launching an initiative to move them off and make them less of a blight. These poor neighbors who are paying millions of dollars for homes have to deal with neighbors that are basically squatting on the street and vandalizing and stealing. And the problem here, guys, is it's a problem that's not going to go away. Not in the current climate, not in the current policies. We're just going to have to deal with it. And I'm not saying go out and do anything about it. It's a tough problem, right? Because we want these people to feel about where they're moving, but they're also in a place where they're not having to pay anything. I'm happy. And here's the reason why I'm happy about this, especially since I have a listing coming up right around here next week. So hopefully by next week, this will be gone and buyers won't be like, oh my God, I have to deal with this. I'm not going to pay $1.3, $1.6 million for this house. I'm going to pay maybe $1 million. So it's going to help property values go up a little bit, I'm hoping. 48% of Americans eyeing a move in 2025. They're looking at it. They're thinking about it. They're saying, sure. This is done by a survey of, maybe 500 people. And they ask, would you move if you could? So among those who are considering a move, 48% say the political climate makes them want to do so. Just like all the movie stars say they're going to move out because Trump is president. It was the same thing when Biden became president. 43% of all Americans say they're willing to spend more to live in a place that more closely matches their political ideals. This is done by Lending Tree. This is not my opinion. This is a report done by somebody. And I hate talking about politics because it gets so incendiary. The result of President blah, 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 safety and access to health care will play a role. And 11% of Democrats, they won't feel safe where they live compared with 8% of Republicans. Geez, that is an incendiary thing. Anyway, my real estate muse, Ryan Lundquist, just posted something. Things for sellers to recognize about buyers. It's important for us to remember that we're not the king of the hill anymore. Sellers are not the king of the hill. It's still a seller's market, but buyers are being more patient about this. They're being picky. They're wanting to see good value for what they're selling. Do you need to do a turnkey kitchen and new floors and new bathrooms? No, but just price your house accordingly. If you want to spend $150,000, $200,000 to put brand new everything in, they'll pay top dollar for it, but don't expect a 200% ROI. Many buyers lack urgency to purchase immediately because rates are so high, they'd rather find the right house versus 2021 when everybody was buying whatever they could because rates were so low. Now we have a pent-up need for people to move. Buyers will pay top dollar for the right house that checks all their boxes. Some buyers need help with closing costs and other expenses, especially now after the NAR lawsuit. These days, it's a typical thing. Buyers want to feel like negotiations are good for them. And if you had a brand new Maserati, you would offer that up as well to get a house. Today, we're getting in at or just slightly above, unless you're in a different part of the county. So keep that in mind. If you're thinking about selling, make sure you get all your P's and Q's done. Get your honey-do list done. If you need a handyman, let me know. Go through the inspection checklist. It's right here. You can drop it down for free. Do a checklist. Hand this to the handyman, and they'll go through and knock it out for you. And then your house will be ready to sell, or at least you'll feel better about your house being in better condition because maintenance is a constant thing when you have a house. 30-year jumbo rates are 7.4 today, going crazy high. It's not a record high of what we saw in the last 5 years. 30-year fixed was 7.94 in October of 2023. We're still seeing 7.4. And if you're FHA or VA, you're at 6.5, something to think about. These are non-quoted rates, of course, and there's always points you can add to lower the rate. what you get for $2 million in Santa Clara County. This is in Colleen Drive in 923. This is not my listing. This is $2 million, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,500 square feet, built in 1978. And this is what the house looks like on the inside. Original. You got the plastic Corian countertops, nicely staged, freshly painted, carpet and tile. So it's a basic house, but it's a nice larger house, 2,500 square feet. And what you get for $1 million in San Jose, California is 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,174 square feet, built in 1946. You get 6 photos with this, with a green kitchen, original cabinets, dark dining room. Looks like it's a garage over here. You can make that into a bedroom if you wanted to, I guess. Blank slate of a backyard. There you go. We'll see how